October 2015, CIA Headquarters Virginia. Johann Barnala receives a call from an unknown number. The caller appears to be a child who tells Johann that he has hacked all the systems of the CIA. This call would have been considered a prank call if it was made to a common man, but Johann Barnala was the director of the world's most powerful intelligence company, CIA, at that time. Knowing his personal number was a big deal, let alone making a phone call to him. This is the story of those two children who hacked all the systems of the CIA and made a superpower like America dance to their tunes. Who were those children and how did they accomplish this feat? Once again, happy audience in Professor Jerry's videos. When the caller is asked about his demands, he says that America should stop its atrocities in the Middle East, especially in Palestine, and let the world live in peace. Even before his phone call, the CIA had come to know that their system has been hacked. This hacking could have caused many damages to America, including the CIA. As soon as the call stopped, the entire American government got into action because a child had hacked such a big intelligence agency, so it was a matter of great shame for the CIA. When the investigation started, it was found that this call was made by a 15-year-old child from the city of Leicestershire in England, miles away from America. This child called himself a hacker and had created a hacking community named Caucus with Attitude. But to know how and why he hacked the CIA, we will have to go a little further back to 2008 from where the story begins. In 2008, there was another boy in the state of Virginia in America who was known as Default, and he was very fond of video games. To win in video games, he started making some changes by entering the programming of the games. He used to modify online games like Counter-Strike according to his own convenience and change its rules. Along with making game cheats, he started running things according to his own convenience, and he had learned all this from the internet. The famous boy got the inspiration for ISS from a hacking group named Anonymous, which had become very famous in 2008. The Anonymous group often made headlines in the news at that time. This group used to hack big websites to raise its voice and used to write messages of their choice on them. Seeing all this, Default was very impressed with Anonymous. After doing all this, both the hackers left everything and were living their lives. They thought that it was probably impossible to catch them, but on the other hand, Default, who was a resident of USA, used to create viruses and spread them on the internet, and whichever computer the virus went to, he used to hack it. He used to hack all the computers which had the virus. He had a board while the computer was on this entire network. This entire network is called a botnet because, being a member of the Anonymous section, Default also had access to this botnet, and he saw that there was a computer in this botnet which belonged to a medical college in Canada. Default worked a little more on that computer and got access to the financial records of that medical college. He saw that the school had to recover more than 91 million from the students, and all these records were now with Default. He had done this first hacking in the beginning, but the second time in 2014, the Danish government passed a shameful law according to which the cruelty that can be done to animals was prohibited. This news was felt very bad by animal rights activists all over the world. Default himself also had a dog which he loved very much. So Default got angry and, along with his group, hacked the official website of Denmark and made a big attack on it. He wrote in big letters that, "Do you know that your government allows cruelty to animals?" Not only that, but Default also used botnet to attack all the websites made in favor of this law and shut them down. Due to the hacking of Denmark's official website, this news had spread. There was an uproar. People were angry that their data was being used without their permission. The hacker and Default had the same motive. Default wanted to take revenge from USA for ending the privacy of its people, but the cracker wanted to take revenge for the attacks on Gaza, which means that the enemy of both was the American government. First of all, he made public the phone number of James Clapper, director of the American National Intelligence Agency, and anyone could get his phone number by logging on, but now he wanted to hack some other high-profile person. He hacked CIA Director Johann Bannon. The cracker took up the mission to hack Johann Bannon. When he started searching about him on the internet, he found a public phone number of Johann. He saw that the number was of Verizon, which is an American mobile operator. He called Verizon's internet tech team pretending to be an employee of the same company and said that he was trying to solve a customer's problem because there was a technical issue in their system. After his identification, Verizon's team shared Johann Bannon's personal details with the cracker. Now the cracker had Johann Bannon's account number, backup, mobile number, address, and the last 4 digits of his bank card. Now the next step was to hack an email. He found out that Bannon uses the email of a well-known company like OW instead of Yahoo or Gmail. He called the OW support team and said that he was trying to hack